Hello everybody, welcome to our channel English Visitor. In this session we are going to learn about Introduction to Linguistic Theory and Phonetics, which is sounds of language. And so, linguistics and phonetics, which is the scientific study of sounds of a English language. Let us learn linguistics theory from the sound segments, which is knowing a language, which includes knowing the sounds of that language. Phonetics is the study of speech sounds, that is how we are pronouncing particular word. We are able to segment a continuous stream of a speech into distinct parts and recognize the parts into other words. Everyone who knows a language knows how to segment sentences into words and words into sounds. In this session, we have the two distinct parts of English language. The one is word, the morpheme. In this word, we can able to study the alphabet. And next part will be the phonemes. That is, we're going to learn about the sound of the English language, that is phonetics, which we can also consider as an international phonetic alphabet. Identify of speech sounds. Our linguistic knowledge, that is our language knowledge, which allow us to ignore non-linguistic differences in speech, such as individual pitch levels, rates of speed, and coughs. We are capable of making sounds that are not speech sounds in English but are in other languages. Identify of speech sounds, that is the science of phonetics, which aims to describe all the sounds of all the world's languages. For the following steps, first one is acoustic phonetics, that is a speech sound can also be understood in a term of their acoustic properties. Example, properties of sound waves. The sound waves are simply waves of fluctuating air pressure radiating out from their sources. It is the structure of these waves which distinguish one sounds from another, which is focuses on the physical properties of the sounds of language. Then second one is auditory phonetics, which is focuses on how listeners perceive or receive or using the sounds of a language. Third one is articulatory phonetics. Articulatory phonetics, which focuses on how the vocal tract produces the sounds of a language. The study of how speech sounds are formed in the mouth is called articulatory phonetics. Speech sounds are produced by the vocal tract, the mouth, nose, throat, and lungs. The phonetic alphabet, that is spelling or orthography, that is the scientific term of a spelling which doesn't consistently represent the sounds of a language. Some problems with ordinary spelling. The same sound may be represented by many letters or combination of letters. For example, Here we can able to see the places of the E letter, that is alphabet, which makes given a different sounds with a different places. For example, when E is placed on the second position, it has been called or pronounced like he. We can able to differentiate or find a different sound while we are using or supposed to pronounce the word people. Key, believe, cease, machine, Caesar, Caesars, sea, amoeba. The same letter may represent variety of sounds. Example, father, village, badly, made, many. We can able to see the position of A, and we can able to see the differentiation of the pronunciation sound of individual words. The phonetic alphabet. In 1888, the International Phonetic Alphabet, which has been shortly called IPA, was invented in order to have a system in which there was one-to-one correspondence between each sound in language and each phonetic symbol. Someone who knows the IPA knows how to pronounce any word in any language. The phonetic alphabet also have consonants, vowels, diphthongs. The double vowel sound have been considered as diphthongs. So dialectual and individual differences which affect pronunciation but the sounds of English. Take for example consonant sounds of a phonetic alphabet for English pronunciation: bill, bill, mill, feel, wheel, tie, die, chill, measure, till, dill, nil, seal, zeal, chill, gin, witch, kill, jill, ring, heel, leave, reeve, you, witch. The same way we can able to see the vowel sound: beat, bit, bite, bet, boot, foot, boat, bore, bat, part, but, sofa, bite, bout, boy. Here we can able to see the vocal tract, which is the places of articulation which helps to makes the sound. We can able to see the nasal cavity, tongue, glottis, palatal, etc., which help us to make the correct pronunciation of particular sound. Phonetics of sign languages, which we can able to sketch the pronunciation system of English. We begin with the phonetics, a system for describing and recording the sounds of language objectively. Phonetics provides a valuable way of opening our ears to facets of language that we tend to understand by reference to their written rather than their actual spoken forms. Phonology concerns itself with the ways in which languages make use of sounds to distinguish that differentiate words from each other. And so, the teacher should be knowledgeable about the phonetics and phonology of English because the sound system is primary and the basis for spelling system. They may have to teach English pronunciation to students who are not native speaker of English. They may have to teach poetry which occurs with that a different rhyme, alliteration, and different poetic devices. It is very important to understand accents and language variation and to react appropriately to them and teach appropriate language attributes about them to the students.